the trail again and again, hiking and hunting and fishing the land. Time is time well spent. We'll take it to the Delta, to the gray white shores. There's so much to see and do. Mississippi outdoors, the great outdoors. Mississippi outdoors, the great outdoors. Mississippi outdoors, the great outdoors. Mississippi outdoors.
Welcome to Mississippi Outdoors. I'm Pamela Weaver.
And I'm Kevin Meacham. Thanks for joining us.
And our first story, we're going to Panola and Copiah counties.
The Outdoors crew is going on 2 different youth turkey hunts.
Let's go.
Good morning. We're in Panola County, just outside of Sardis, Mississippi. We're on a youth turkey hunt. We're on Charles Ray Nix WMA. They provide youth opportunity through a draw for turkey hunting. Hunt starts in April. Cooper Jones is with me this morning. He's one of the fortunate ones to get drawn. Hopefully we're going to get on some turkeys gobbling this morning and see if one of them will put a show on for us. What do you think, Cooper? You ready to go?
Yeah.
Where they've been roosting is about 200 yards right there. Safety on. Okay, shooting. Wait. Don't shoot him. Shoot the collar in the back. Get ready. Shoot him. I got it. Oh, you didn't. You missed. So we're going to get ready to move and try it again, okay? Hey, it's okay.
I missed. Now we had to go run for a turkey there. Different one over there.
It's a race set up. We got a turkey gobbling here. We'll try to get set up and call them to us this way. We'll back up in here and try to get ahead a little bit. Maybe we'll get round 2. We can get Cooper a turkey. Pump your gun. Get ready. Focus. We've been on plenty of turkeys this morning. We've had really good hunts, had some close calls. We just hadn't quite got the shooting that turkey call in there, shooting down yet. So we got 2 strikes on us, so we're going to try to get on a third turkey. Maybe the third one's the charm. If not, we're gonna be out of bullets. Let's go get another one. Come on. I know I saw a turkey. It's quiet right there. What do you think about turkey hunting?
I like it.
You like it? What you like about it? Hearing them gobble, and me too. Sometimes you get some, sometimes you don't, huh? That's why they call it turkey hunting. But we're not gonna give up. We're gonna keep trying and try to get one come in, and maybe we're lucky to harvest one next time, huh? A good deal. Enjoyed hunting with you.
We're here this morning at WMA. It's opening day of youth season. Turkeys ought to gobble this morning. It's going to be a clear morning. It's real cold. Got frost on the ground this morning. Got my son Gunner with me this morning. Yesterday was his birthday, so I hope we can get him a late birthday present this morning. We'll see how it goes. We've been seeing a lot of turkeys. Turkeys been grouping a little bit with the hens, and middle of the day they kind of getting away from them. So we're going to see what we can do. They gobble. You can't never tell. Turkeys are the funniest part of the year. You just got to be patient this time of year. Open day, everybody's antsy.
Awesome. Good job, man. Good job.
It's very cold. Can't feel my hands. I looked down there in the bottom. I knew there was one gobbler, but I didn't know it was 8 longbeards. They started blowing it out all of a sudden. I saw him coming and worked our way up this ridge. And he got in the opening where I could shoot him, so I went on and took the shot.
You know, you just gotta be patient. And I heard some of these other hunters this morning, you know, I reckon they wasn't hearing nothing on the roost, but, you know, it just pays off to be patient sometimes. It looked like a 3-year-old by his spurs. 14 years ago yesterday, me and your mom was getting ready to go to the hospital. Walked out on the back porch and there was 3 turkeys gobbling. I didn't never dream 14 years ago you'd be loving it like I do.
This spring, turkey hunters have a new responsibility. All hunters must report their turkey harvest through the new MDWFP Game Check system. Reporting your bird in Game Check is quick and easy. You can call the 1-800-BE-SMART number, you can visit the Turkey Harvest Reporting website, or you can download the MDWFP Hunt Fish app on your smartphone. If you have any questions about harvest reporting, visit our website at www.mdwfp.com.
In our next story, we're headed to Washington County.
I'm going hand grabbing catfish on Lake Washington. Good job, Joe. Well, here we are, Mississippi Outdoors. We're on Lake Washington today with a buddy of mine, Sean Atkins. And Sean and I, we probably known each other since we were probably, what, 7, 8 years old?
Little kids, we grew up in the same subdivision.
Yeah. I was in the grocery store in Clinton at Kroger, and we ran into each other.
Yeah, about a month ago.
Yeah, and we just started talking about hand grabbing. So here we are, Lake Washington. And so let's get started. All right, so we got your son, Cody, and then your daughter's boyfriend, Dustin.
Dustin Ingram.
Dustin Ingram. So this is gonna be the first spot we try for the day.
This tree only has 1 hole.
You go around the trees and you're just going around the tree looking for a hole for a
Yeah,
fish
there's
or something.
either a hollow tree,
Yeah.
rotted out tree. There's a holes usually in the bottom or in the side or something. They'll go in and what they want to do is male goes in, cleans out, female comes in, lays her eggs. He fertilizes them. She leaves. He stays and fans them and protects them.
I remember that part. I didn't feel anything.
You know, in Mississippi, it's illegal to put out anything but wood. So
right.
we've got several boxes also. We do a lot of natural up here and then wood boxes. The fish is laying right here on the left-hand side. I just felt him.
Okay. You get him?
Yeah, I got him.
Good job.
We're going to start the shallow water, then we're going to ease into some deeper that we use air. The reason why we do that is so people can't find their boxes, just to be honest with you. We move them out in deeper water. You know, once it's put in the water, anybody can grab it. It becomes public property. Even if they find it, it's too deep for them to run unless they scuba dive. With the new side imaging and all the technologies that are available, it's so much easier. You know, kind of ethically, you would think somebody wouldn't, but there again, they check your stuff. You know, it's just part of it.
How many years you been hand grabbing, you think?
I expect probably around 20. Like in Lake Washington, for instance, these cypress trees grow, the bells have fingers off of them up off the bottom.
Okay.
And you can go up and find those holes, and usually those fish have went in there and whooped the house out. So you run a cane in there and bump them, and they usually come to you. Woo! Good job, Kelly. You know, it is an inherent danger in doing what we're doing underwater. But putting boxes out is a lot easier than natural. Natural, you have no idea.
There you go.
With boxes, there's no real danger in it other than turtles getting in there.
See, he had to bring in the turtles.
Well, oh, sorry, Kevin.
So are you?
Huh?
Where'd the fish go? Are you putting both arms in there?
Just one. Are you serious?
I'm serious, man. He's in there.
How long have you been outdoorsman?
Huh?
How long have you been outdoorsman?
Well, I always like this how I fish. This how I hunt. He just soaked in 5 gallons of air.
You might.
Yay! Got him.
Oh, ouch.
Hey, I didn't know if I got to go to the store and get some fish sticks or not. You think there's another one in there?
I know it's another one in there.
Okay.
Female.
Look at that. Yeah, look
See
at
the
that.
big old girth on her? It's awesome.
Yeah, look at you.
A little small male. Most of the time, the male will be much smaller than the females. Females are always the biggest fish.
Those boxes, they're a lot bigger than I think. Because when I get my arm in there, when you go in there with a stick, you're sticking your arm all the way in with the stick as far as you can
That's
go.
right.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of times, I'll actually have the stick like this. Because
Okay.
with the added length of my arm, that's about how deep the box is.
Gotcha, okay.
Now, it's much slower, and the water temperature is perfect. The surface is 87 degrees, and it's cool on the bottom. I mean, we always catch fish this time of year.
So what do you think it is?
Full moon. I'm gonna say it's a full moon, or camera guys.
Yeah. Well, sometimes these catfish are camera shy.
Yeah. The water is clearer this year here than I've ever seen it.
Really?
Yep. I was just 10 foot deep and could see my hand in front of me.
Like that, one of the fish we caught earlier, like you said, they get in that fan. Once they get in the box, they start fanning. They push all that sand back to the hole, and you couldn't hardly get your hand in there.
Sure, on that
You went down and dug it out.
That's right.
So you could get the fish out.
Yeah, a lot of times, even though it's only a 5 foot deep box, the fish may be 8 foot back in there where they dug a hole up
Yeah.
into the sand past the box. So, you know, if you walked up behind it, you're actually standing over the fish.
Right.
Because it's got a hole in the ground up underneath there.
So that's what the fish are down there doing. They're laying the eggs in there. And Sean was saying the female goes in there and puts the eggs, and then the male's coming in there and he's protecting, fertilizing. Everything we've been on today is all wood boxes. What'd you say you do? Sweet gum?
Yeah, I go cut down sweet gum trees and take them to a sawmill, cut them green.
Okay.
And I make 3 foot by 5 foot boxes, all screwed together. And then on one end, I put a 10 by 14 hole in them. And then you sink them with sandbags. I like sweet gum because it just takes in so much water, it seems to sink easier.
There you go. So, how long will you go into the summer months?
Season ends July 15th,
Okay.
but it's all really based on water temperature. With these hot days forecasted coming up, it's going to shorten the season up.
So you said, I know we fished some shallow stuff, but you also got some deeper stuff. Like you said, that cooler water down
It's
deep.
cooler, so the fish will spawn later into the cooler water,
Yeah.
but eventually it'll all get to where it's warm enough, it just turns them off, just like white perch do.
They just did, no.
Yeah, you may go fish all day long and find one fish. I mean, it's literally like they just cut the switch off.
Who do you think came up with hand-grabbing catfish?
Somebody that was starved to death, obviously. 'Cause who would have went and run their hand up in something?
Yeah.
I mean, just imagine how they had to stumble up on it, because, you know, we know from the old timers. Well,
Right.
who did the old timers learn from?
That's what I'm asking, yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I mean, I know my dad never talked about hand grabbing. And, you know, it wasn't until the last few years that it seemed like it's really gotten popular. You know, a lot of kids these days that don't get outdoors in Mississippi, they think, you know, they think of fish sticks. You know, you and I was messing with you, but
That's right.
yeah, they think fish come in a box, and this is where they come from right
And,
here.
you know, and to them, they do come in a box, but the truth is, get out here in nature.
Yep.
That's one of God's creatures, and it's here for us to enjoy.
All right, we're gonna let this one go.
And move on to the next.
There we go.
There's the fish.
That was bigger than that.
I told you it was a little bit blue.
I can't hold my breath long enough.
You want some air?
No, I ain't never done that before.
All newbies need air when it's only 4 foot deep.
Ready to go? Yeah. I've only hand grabbed a few times, but I've never been with anybody that had, you know, air lines hooked up. But like Sean said, a lot of these spots on these trees and boxes, you got them in a little bit deeper water. Pretty cool. Got a walker. Huh? Heck yeah. Woohoo! I could not get my hand in his mouth. That's channel?
Yep, male channel cat.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, kiss him.
So a hand grabbing tournament, what's the rules? What do they have to do?
It depends on the tournament. It'll be like 2, 3 fish, 4 fish, or 1 fish stringer. Just depends on each tournament. And you catch the biggest fish, weigh your biggest fish, and hopefully.
So the biggest fish of the day.
Biggest fish of the day,
Gotcha.
or the biggest stringer.
So if you go fish like another state, you got to know where the spots are to fish.
Well, no, you can find it. I mean, just like we were fishing in a body of water up in North Oklahoma that was flooded, and there used to be a bunch of houses in it, concrete slabs. You just dive down there and fiddle around them slabs.
Got it?
You let him go, didn't you?
Just like you.
There he is.
I got a sucker good time.
Probably saved his life.
Probably so. I mean, that hole was small.
That's what I'm talking about. They get in that stuff that's so small they can't get out.
I'm gonna try to get some of that Lake Washington out of my mouth. I think I drank about 2 gallons of Lake Washington.
What about the other one in there?
Is it no? I didn't feel that. I see it.
That's the male.
Yeah, you go. Ah!
That's the male. That's the smaller one.
He did that on purpose, didn't he?
I want you to hold him.
Oh. That's pretty cool, ain't it? They're so they're strong.
Yes,
I
they
can
are.
imagine getting a 50-pound fish.
60, 70, they're rough.
I can't
They're
imagine.
way stronger. I'm telling you, they're eating machines.
Oh, it gotta be.
You feel that iron jump through, Johnny?
Oh, yeah. You got it? Some male and female?
That's right. This is the female, and that's a little old male.
Lake Washington. Right here in Glen Allen, Mississippi, man. I tell you what, Sean, this has been awesome, brother.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it.
Man, heck yeah. Hand grabbing. You boys got to figure it out. I tell you what, you know, it's a lot harder than you think. I mean, it's been a long time since I hand grabbed. And there's an art to it. I mean,
Absolutely.
It's like anything else you do, bow hunting or crappie fishing or bass fishing. It's an art to it. Let me tell you what, you guys have mastered it for sure.
And it's a lot of fun, and I hope the audience enjoys watching this. Maybe everybody will take a kid and go fishing.
Here, let me swap with you. I want to hold up your finger. Look at that. That's all the time we have for this week. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Join us again next time for more exciting adventures. Until then, I'm Pamela Weaver.
And I'm Kevin Meacham.
See ya outdoors.